you get to to the family, and I don't know what anything else we're going to do probably.
Do you like Christmas, Kiara?
Yes, I like it Christmas. It's a fun, how is it, the event, situation, no situation, event, season.
Uh, do you like Christmas because you can spend some time with your family, your relatives, or because of the
Yeah.
gifts, or because of the time off, the time you can do different things? Why do you like Christmas?
Well, I think even in Christmas you have to do things, so it's not exactly because I have the Christmas always doing anything. I like to get to with my family, of course. That time is so people are more sensitive than usual, so that's better in the case you wanted to connect with your family, with people you like. So that's why I think it's a good event or season, however it is. And I think that's the most principal thing, I would say. Of course, the how is it, the food, okay, I don't know how can I say like the particular things that Christmas has. That's it.
Uh, which do you prefer? Which celebration do you prefer? Christmas or New Year's Eve?
New Year. I
New
like the
Year's.
New Year. It's better. You have to like you feel another person.
Okay, okay. But do you usually spend these dates, these special occasions, with your family, or do you prefer to travel?
Of course, if it's okay, I would say if I prefer, if the question is, what do I prefer? Is I would like to travel for out around the world with my family, all those things. Of course, I think it's fun, but um, usually, if I'm honest, spending time with family and get together to sometimes in home with someone, get together, for example, in my aunt's house or in cousin's house. That's the thing we usually do.
And do you usually to give presents to your relatives, to your families?
Yes, of course. That's another thing, another particular thing about Christmas. No, that's the presents you give to others, and there's called something a sacred friend. I don't know how can I say that in English. Uh,
Ah, okay,
yes, I don't
okay.
know how I say it in English exactly, but we played a sacred friend and we give presents
I,
to others.
I'm I'm not sure, but I have heard the expression "Secret Santa."
Sacred Santa.
Yes, some people called that activity like a Secret Santa. When you have to choose one friend, one relative, in order to give him or to give her a gift in this special occasion. I have heard that expression, and I think that's the correct one, Secret Santa. So, but you only give one present in Christmas, or you give many presents?
I think everyone would like to send a lot of gifts, everything we want to give to others, of course, even more people we love. But usually, I think it's not too abundant, the presents, but of course, with the intention that people give it, it's important. Of course, I'm not saying that's not important. But sometimes it's one gift is like the principal thing we give.
Are there many children in your family?
Yes, there are so many
Yes.
children.
Okay, I think that Christmas is a very special occasion. for everybody, but especially for children because they
Yes,
love
thank you.
they love to unwrap or to unbox gifts. This is a very funny and a very special time when they are opening their gifts. It's quite happy. Uh, and what about the food? Do you usually eat a lot in these special occasions?
Uh, Eat like a lot? No, it's normal. Food doesn't make me crazy, but of course, it's fun that you eat something different. You know, you eat Turkish. How is it that
Turkey.
Turkey?
Yes,
You
turkey.
eat. You prepare things with your family. That's another thing I like, especially because you get together with your family, okay, and you started to help your family in the kitchen. That's another thing that Christmas uh, offers. So
Yes, I think that the most traditional, or I don't know if it's the most traditional, but recently we have acquired that custom, that idea of eating turkey and mashed potato in these occasions. But I don't know. I think in previously people ate different things. For example, I suppose that here in Ibagué, in Tolima, people in those celebrations usually eat tamal, lechona. But nowadays, most of people eat turkey and mashed potato, sometimes some kind of dessert. Uh, but I don't know. I don't know. I think there are different traditions related to the food according to the zone, to the region, to the department, to the city. But I think that in Melgar it's something very similar to Ibagué. What do you
yes,
think?
actually it is. And now that you are talking about that food, of course I don't know how can you say that word. It's impactable.
Inf okay. Unlock, unlock, unlock. When we say when we are going to say that something lack of significa falta de, ¿no? Lack of. But when we are going to say that something, algo que no puede faltar, is something indispensable, indispensable.
That's the word. But I think in all around Colombia, it's indispensable. What
Yes,
is natilla, buñuelos. So
yes.
that's something about Colombia.
Okay.
Or
Eh,
everything that you
eh,
have said. That's
yes, I think we have acquired that tradition of eating turkey and mashed potato because of the influence of the United States, because in the United States they usually eat turkey and mashed potato in Thanksgiving Day. Thanksgiving Day is something similar to Christmas, but in the United States it's more important Thanksgiving Day than Christmas in the United States. Here we don't celebrate Thanksgiving Day. We think that the most important celebration is Christmas, Christmas Eve or Christmas evening, because we have a Catholic tradition, no? We have a Catholic tradition, and this celebration is related to the Catholic Church. Eh, but I think that's a good time to spend, to get together with the family, to spend some nice time with them. Uh, but I don't like too much those celebrations because I don't like to dance. I don't like to drink. People people usually relate these celebrations to drinking beer, to drinking wine, to eat a lot, to dance, and something like that. Wait a minute, that there is another person here. Good evening, Carolina. Carolina, good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you doing today, Carolina?
I am fine, thank you.
Okay, Carolina, are you on vacations right now?
Yes, teacher. Now I am Cucuta.
Okay, are you in Cucuta? Yes?
Yes, yes.
And why? Why are you there? Why are you in Cucuta? Do you have any relatives there?
Uh, yes. Cucuta. I live in Pamplona, but my husband is Cucuta. Is from Cucuta.
Is from Cucuta. Okay, your husband is from Cucuta. Okay,
Yes.
and how far is Pamplona from Cucuta?
Also is Alpas 1 hour.
Okay, it's near. Yes, it's
Sí,
near. Pamplona is
it's near.
okay.
Pamplona is very good, but Cucuta is
Okay. Uh, what is the weather like in Cucuta? Is it very hot?
very hot. Yes.
Very hot. Okay, and how did you travel? By car, by bus?
By car,
By car.
my husband has a
Okay, your husband has a car and you travel by car from Pamplona, no, yes, from Pamplona to Cucuta. Okay, Carolina. Carolina, have you already taken the final exam?
yes, teacher, but I don't have presentation now, but because I am shopping with my family, but when I uh, read my house, I present the quiz, the final quiz.
Okay, remember that today is the final day, no? You have the opportunity to take the
Uh,
exam until 11:55, no? 11:55. Okay, you don't have too much time because it's 7:20. Now it's 7:20, and the deadline of the activity of the final exam is at 11:55. So you only have 4 hours. So you have to take your time in order to present the exam, in order to take your exam, because it consists of 25 questions, and it's very important to take your time to read, to listen to the audios, and then answer the questions. Okay. And are you going to spend your Christmas, New Year's Eve in Cucuta, Carolina?
no, I spend my Christmas in Pamplona.
Okay, so you are going to come back to Pamplona. When? When are you going to come back to Pamplona?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay, it was a short trip, a short trip.
Yeah, yes, it's for shopping some things, and tomorrow come back Pamplona. but Saturday I go travel to Bucaramanga.
Okay, and do you have relatives in Bucaramanga?
Yes. Mm,
Oh,
but husband need bite bite something tours. Entonces, but we travel with my daughter and my husband.
okay, good. Let me see that there is another student trying to log in. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Raúl. Let me see. Good evening, Raúl. How are you doing? Good evening, Raúl. Good evening for us. Good morning for you, Raúl. How are you doing today? I think that he can't speak. Remember that Raúl is in Australia.
Sorry, teacher. Hi, teacher.
Okay, Raúl,
Uh,
how are you doing
how are
today?
you, teacher?
I'm great. What about you?
I work. I work in this place. Is a difficult señal, but
Okay,
uh, I have uh, I have a work and I I am attend learning.
okay, okay, very well, Raúl. Don't worry about that. Remember that Raúl is in Australia and he is working now. There, it's already Friday. Friday at midday. It's about
Yeah,
11,
yes.
23 in the morning.
Yes, 11:23. Yes, teacher, 11:23. This today
Friday.
is Friday. Friday, sorry,
Okay,
Friday, Friday,
okay.
Friday.
Okay, we are going to take advantage of Raul now. Raul, are you going to, or Australian people, how do the Australian people celebrate Christmas? What they, what do they do?
Uh, and here is different communities. Uh, Community ASEAN, China, Tokyo, no celebration this Christmas for day is in February Mass, New Year's. And
Yes,
no the thing in Chris, in Jesus
yes,
Christ, no celebration. In people, the Australia is here is summer, very, very uh, beach, drink, uh, but we we people Colombian and people America, South American, we celebration our Christmas. Three Christmas, um, 25 bowl bowl the Jesus is in Colombia.
okay. What is the special food for Australian people in Christmas, Raul?
Not is not the it's very food in my family food is Colombian tamales, natilla, buñuelo. But people Colombia is similar. Uh, compran es voy en Colombian products, ajiaco,
Okay.
very expensive products Colombian, but is all all people all people all good food food Colombian.
Okay, and the final question, Raul. What celebration is more important for Australian people? Christmas
New
or
Year,
New Year's Eve?
no, New Year is very important. It's bad. The people Australia see very culture American, North American, United States is seen music. The Christmas is in American 25 no. I uh, uh, special here 26 uh, because Bow production promotion to the production the Christmas is a festival festive 25 and 26 is festive.
Okay, so as you could listen to Raul, Chiara, and and Carolina, it depends on the country. It depends on the country. The traditions are very different. Chinese people and all people from Asia, Japanese, Korean, Chinese, they don't celebrate Christmas. They don't celebrate New Year's Eve on December the 31st. No, they don't celebrate that. They celebrate the New Year's in February because they have a different calendar. No, they have a different calendar, and because of their beliefs, remember that they are not Christian, they are not Catholic. They don't celebrate Christmas. They don't celebrate Christmas. And Australia,
Sorry, teacher.
yes,
Sorry. It's important here is lights, illumination, lights.
lights, yes,
Lights
Christmas lights.
is a spectacle show New Year's. Show is
Okay, no,
number
the fireworks.
the fireworks. The fireworks
Fireworks.
in New Year's is
Yes.
in the bridge in the harbor bridge. Is very
Wonderful.
beautiful, wonderful. Yeah, in the university, in the world, the world is
Yes.
and utilize drones.
Okay, yes. Yes. Raúl said that in New Year's Eve there is a special celebration there in Australia because they are used to fireworks, no? Fireworks. You know what is fireworks, Chiara and Carolina?
I don't have any idea.
You don't have an idea? Okay, fireworks is like pólvora.
Uh,
Pólvora, the fireworks.
okay,
It's
I
like
understand
pólvora.
five
No,
words, fireworks.
fireworks. Yes,
Um,
fireworks is like pólvora. And they used in Australia, like in other countries, they used to have a special show of fireworks. Nowadays, they are changing something about that, and they are not using a lot of fireworks because they start using drones, like Raul said. Huh? They are. It's the same in Japan, in Chinese, and in other countries like Dubai. They are not using too many fireworks. They are using drones. Drones show, ¿no? Un show de drones. Ahora ya no están dejando lo de la pólvora por los shows de drones, ¿no? But look, you can see here that for us it's very important Christmas. For us it's very important New Year's Eve, but for other cultures, for other countries, it's a day like any other. It's not very important. I said in the United States, it's more important Thanksgiving Day than Christmas. It's more important Thanksgiving Day than New Year's. For us, it's very important. Chinese people don't celebrate that. Chinese people celebrate New Year's in February, no more. That's the most important festival, the most important celebration occasion for them. And Australian people, as Raul said, they celebrate Christmas, they celebrate New Year's Eve, but for them it's more important New Year's Eve. No? He says that in December the 25th and the 26th, it's a good opportunity for them to buy. It's something like the Black Friday. No? Here in Colombia, in other countries, they have 2 days, December the 25th and December the 26th, in order to get many products on sale, no? On sale, because they can buy too many things in those days. Okay, so we have a good time talking about the festivals and the special occasions that we celebrate at the end of the year in all around the world. Now I'm going to share with you a short video. This one, let me see.
Sorry, teacher.
Yes.
I here listening, but I continue work. Continue work.
Yes, no problem. Don't worry. You are going to listen, but you're not going to speak. It doesn't matter. Okay, no, don't
Teacher,
worry.
I want remember my solicitude.
Your request, yes. I'm going to talk to you
These are
next week because I have a free time in order to do it. Okay.
Okay, teacher. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
See you.
Okay. Now I'm going to share with you, Carolina and Chiara, a short video about shoes. We know that we wear shoes. We usually wear shoes. We wear shoes every day, but all the shoes are not the same in English. So we are going to watch this video and we are going to learn how to say each type or each kind of shoes. Okay? Let me know if you can watch and listen to the video.
these are
Yes? Can you hear and can you watch the video?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, I'm going to play again.
these are heels. These are boots. These are sneakers. These are slippers. These are sandals. These are flats. These are flip-flops. These are
Okay, so as you can see here, as you can watch this video, it depends on the kind of shoes. They are going to receive a different name, no? The first one, these are
Heels.
heels. These are heels. De los zapatos de tacón, ¿sí? No vamos a decir shoes. No, we are not going to say shoes. Zapatos de tacón, nosotros los vamos a llamar in English heels. Heels, okay?
Heels. These are boots.
The second ones are the traditional one, boots, no? You can see here, boots. They are not going to say, but we are not going to say that these are shoes. No, we can say that these are boots.
Boots. These are sneakers.
These ones, this type of shoes are sneakers, no? Sneakers. Remember that the word starts with an S, no? Sneakers. We don't say sneakers, no, we say sneakers. And in Spanish, sneakers are like zapatillas, ¿no? Todo lo que son tenis, zapatillas, entonces lo llamamos sneakers, ¿no? Next.
Sneakers. These are slippers.
And these one are something similar, but we say slippers, no? Slippers. And in Spanish, we say babuchas o las chanclas, ¿no? Las babuchas o las chanclas, a esta la llamamos nosotros, y en inglés, slippers, ¿no? Slippers.
Slippers. These are sandals. Sandals.
Okay, the previous one are sandals, no? And we, in Spanish, we use a similar expression, no? We say sandalias, no? Sandalias, sandalias. But we have to take into account because there are some sandals or some similar, but they are not sandals. We are going to watch them at the end of this video.
Sandals. These are flats.
These shoes, the name of these type of shoes are flats. And on the contrary, for the first one, heels, ¿no? Decíamos que eran de tacón o tacón alto, heels. Esto es lo contrario, flats. Flats significa plano, plano, ¿no? Entonces los zapatos que tienen un tacón bajito, ¿cierto? Entonces, in English we say flats, ¿no? We don't say heels shoes or flats shoes, no. We only say heels para decir zapatos de tacón alto, flats para decir zapatos de tacón bajo. Okay. Next.
Flats. These are flip-flops.
And this one maybe here in Colombia we say sandalias también a estas, ¿no? A esas también nosotros las llamamos sandalias. In English, the names are different, no? These are flip-flops and the other ones are sandals, no? Entonces, it depends on the material, the fabric, on how they made of. Esta depende entonces también del material en que son usados. Sandals are generally made of leather, ¿no? Generalmente están hechas de cuero. Y estas son como más deportivas, ¿no? Estas flip-flops, ¿sí? Flip-flops, que son como las sandalias, pero son un poco más deportivas, más casuales.
Flip-flops. These are...
Okay, so look at this. We say shoes, and sometimes we don't take into account that there are different kind of shoes, no? We say all the time shoes. Okay, what is he wearing? He is wearing black shoes. He is wearing white shoes, but no. It depends on the material. It depends on the kind of shoes they are wearing. We have to say heels, flip-flops, sneakers, slippers, okay, sandals, and we have to start learning this type of vocabulary because if you are in English A1, you are going to say shoes. But if you are in English B1, B1 plus, B2, or C1, you have to use different vocabulary. You have to use a more specialized vocabulary, okay? Like this: heels, flats, slippers, sneakers, flip-flops, sandals. Okay, that's a good example about how we can improve our vocabulary when we are learning English. Now, okay, and remember, if you want to learn the vocabulary, yes, you are going to watch the video, you are going to learn the words, but you have to practice that vocabulary in order to learn it, no? Because if you don't practice the vocabulary, if you don't make sentences with this vocabulary, of course, tomorrow you are not going to remember, okay? In 2 days, you are not going to remember any word, any of these list of words. So you have to improve your vocabulary, trying to make sentences, trying to use this vocabulary in some sentences, in some paragraphs, or repeating the words or reading the words. That's very important. And we are going to finish. Remember that today is the last lesson we have in this level, and we're going to finish with a topic which is very common in English, but in Spanish it's not so common to use. But in English it's very common to use active and passive voice, especially passive voice. In English, the English language, is very common to use passive voice. Here in Spanish, in our language, we prefer to use active voice, but I suppose you have heard something about this topic, but you are not sure about that. I'm going to give you some brief and simple examples about the difference between active and passive voice, okay? Let's start. So, this one. We're going to start with this one. We have here 5 sentences. The first one, he lost his keys yesterday. Number 2, lots of houses were destroyed. Number 3, French is spoken in Niger. Number 4, Stephen likes to play baseball. And number 5, they often read emails, okay? Emails. And the idea or the objective of this exercise is to try to identify if these sentences are in active or passive voice. Look at this. The first one, he lost his keys yesterday, is active voice. The second one, lots of houses were destroyed, it's passive voice. Okay. Number 4, Stephen likes to play baseball, is active voice. Number 3, French is spoken in Niger, is passive voice. And the last one, number 5, they often read emails, is active voice. So what is the difference? The difference is the order of the sentence. When we talk about active voice, we start with the person. That's the most important thing. When we start with the person, I, you, he, she, Paul, the students, we, it's active voice, okay? It's active voice. So the order of the sentence in active voice is the name or the person, the action, and an object. Oh my gosh, wait a minute that I... And an object. His keys, that's the object, okay? Here, if we see number 2, sentence number 2, it says lots of houses were destroyed. We are not saying who destroyed the houses. So that's passive voice. We don't know who destroyed the houses. We only say lots of houses were destroyed. Okay. Number 3, French is spoken in Niger. We don't say who are the people who speak French? No. We are saying that French is spoken, which is very different. Number 4, Steven likes to play baseball. Here we say the person, the action, the verb likes to play, and an object, baseball. Okay. And number 5, they often read emails. We start with the person who do the action, they, the verb, read, and an object, emails. Okay, that's the difference. I'm going to stop sharing. Wait a minute here, a minute. That my computer is running out of battery and it's going to die. Wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Esto que estamos mirando nosotros acá, pues es más fácil entenderlo a la luz de mirarlo en español, de saber qué es lo que significa eso en español. La voz activa, cuando hablamos de voz activa, estamos hablando de que lo más importante o el orden de la acción empieza por la persona que realiza la acción, después el verbo y después generalmente un objeto. En la voz pasiva no pasa esto o no tiene este mismo orden. Aquí no nos interesa quién realiza la acción o simplemente no sabemos quién es la persona que realiza la acción. ¿Sí? Acá no sabemos quién destruyó las casas, no sabemos quién habla francés. ¿Sí? Entonces por eso lo ponemos en ese orden diferente. En el inglés se utiliza mucho la voz pasiva, es muy utilizada. Vamos a verlo con otros ejemplos acá para que ustedes entiendan. Okay. For example, these sentences are in active voice. Okay. The exercise is complete by the teacher. We have to change the order of the sentence. Active and passive are the same. Voz activa y pasiva es lo mismo, o sea, vamos a decir lo mismo, pero en diferente orden. Por ejemplo, acá tenemos the exercise is completed by the teacher. El ejercicio es completado por el profesor. ¿Sí? Entonces acá estamos utilizando voz pasiva, porque no empezamos por quién es el que realiza el ejercicio, quién realiza la acción, no. ¿Sí? Ese quien realiza la acción está al final, the teacher. Entonces al cambiar la voz activa, nosotros tenemos que empezar por quién realiza la acción, the teacher. ¿Cuál es la acción? El verbo, complete. ¿Y qué fue lo que completó? The exercise. La cosa, el objeto. Okay, look at this. The exercise is completed by the teacher. The teacher completes the exercise. Wait a minute, that there is a lack of an S. Okay. En voz pasiva decimos el ejercicio es completado por el profesor. En voz activa decimos el profesor completa el ejercicio. What happened? When we are going to change from active to passive or from passive to active, we have to be very careful with the time or the tense. Tenemos que ser muy cuidadosos con el tiempo. El tiempo en esta oración nos lo establece el verbo to be. To be here is present, ¿no? Es presente. That's why we use here present tense. ¿Sí? Entonces, como acá están presentes, estamos utilizando el is, en la voz activa también vamos a utilizar el is. Vamos a ver otro ejemplo. Number 2, the club was founded by Ron and Peggy. Here is passive voice. Why? Because the sentence doesn't start with the person, with the noun. ¿Sí? Acá no empezamos con quién realiza la acción, ¿no? Dice, el club fue fundado por Ron y Peggy. ¿Sí? Entonces, voz pasiva. En voz activa lo vamos a cambiar y vamos a empezar por quién realiza la acción. Es decir, Ron and Peggy. ¿Sí? ¿Qué hicieron? Fundaron, ¿cierto? El club. Ahora, here we find the verb to be in past, was. So we are going to use the verb this found in past, founded, the club. And that's all. In passive voice, the club was founded by Ron and Peggy. In active voice, Ron and Peggy founded the club. Okay? Look at the difference. El club fue fundado por Ron y Peggy. Ron y Peggy fundaron el club. La oración es la misma. Cambia la estructura del orden de la oración nada más. Y recordemos, voz activa cuando ponemos primero la persona que realiza la acción. Voz pasiva es cuando de último o ni siquiera se menciona quién realiza la acción. Number 3. The telephone was invented by Alexander Graham Bell. As you can see here, the action or the person who does the action is Alexander Graham Bell, but it's at the end of the sentence. So this one is passive voice. In order to change from passive into active voice, we are going to start with Alexander Graham Bell. What did Alexander Graham Bell do? Invented. La acción, el verbo invent. ¿En qué tiempo lo colocamos? We have to pay attention to the verb to be. Was is past. So we are going to use the verb. We are going to write the verb in past. Invented. What did Alexander Graham Bell invented? The telephone. That's all. Here, passive voice. El teléfono fue inventado por Alexander Graham Bell. Alexander Graham Bell inventó el teléfono. Okay? Past, past. Present, present. Okay? And sometimes, not always, but sometimes we use by in passive voice. Okay? Algunas veces, no todas las veces, pero sí en muchas ocasiones, en la voz pasiva también se reconoce por el uso del by, ¿no? Ese by, it's a preposition que significa por, ¿no? O sea, ¿quién realizó la acción? Por eso en inglés nosotros decimos, por ejemplo, cuando vamos a decir un libro escrito por tal persona, entonces, a book by García Márquez, ¿no? Una pintura, un cuadro hecho por Leonardo da Vinci. A painting by Leonardo da Vinci. Se by la preposición por, ¿no? Cuando vamos a decir quién realizó una acción. Number 4, there is another example here. We're about to finish. The child was hit by a car. Okay? The child was hit by a car. Here, we find a person, but this is not the most important here. The most important here is a car, no? We're going to change the order. We're going to start with a car. What happened with the car? Hit. A car hit. And who hits the car? The child. Okay? The same sentence with a different order. The child was hit by a car. El niño fue golpeado por un carro. And here, active voice, voz activa, a car hit the child. Un carro golpeó al niño. Here, we are using the verb to be was past. And here, hit is past. Okay? El niño fue golpeado, un carro golpeó. Ambos están en pasado. We have to be very careful with the use of the tenses. If the first one is in past, the second one is in past. If the first one is in present, the second one is in present. And we don't have here an example of future, but if in the first one is in future, the second one must be in future too. Okay, and the last one, the computer is used by Patrick. The computer is used by Patrick, so we have here the by, we have the person or the noun at the end of the sentence, so it's passive voice. We are going to change the order, we are going to change this sentence into passive voice, so we have to start with Patrick. The verb, the principal verb of this sentence is use. And we are using here is. It means it's present tense. So we have to use here present. uses. What does Patrick uses? The computer. And that's all. Passive voice, the computer is used by Patrick. El computador es utilizado, es usado por Patrick. And active voice, Patrick uses the computer. Patrick usa el computador. Okay. As I have said previously, in Spanish, we use passive voice, but it's not very common. But in English, it's very common to use passive voice. We are going to find a lot of questions, a lot of sentences, a lot of paragraphs where the writer uses passive voice. En inglés es muy común utilizar esa voz pasiva, ¿no? And here, we are going to make passive phrases. Vamos a hacer oraciones o frases en voz pasiva. And we have some clues here, English and speak, and we have to make that sentence in simple present. So it's very easy. We're going to say English is spoken, and that's all. Maybe we can add something like this. English is spoken here. When we say that, we are saying el inglés es hablado aquí. ¿Sí? No decimos quién habla inglés. En ese tipo de oraciones no importa quién realiza la acción. ¿Sí? English is spoken here. And you are going to find different advertisement where you are going to find this sentence. Es como decir el español o se habla español. Esa frase que nosotros utilizamos, se habla español o se habla inglés. En inglés se dice English is spoken. Ahí estamos diciendo el inglés es hablado o se habla inglés. That's something similar to se habla español o se habla inglés. Okay. Here, films to watch and simple present. So we are going to say films in present. So we have to use are. Why? Because it's plural. If we don't say films, if we say only film, only one, we have to change film is. Okay? But here we are going to say films are, so we have to use are. And the verb watch in past. Films are watched, okay, by the children. You can add a complement. Las películas son vistas por los niños. ¿Eh? En voz activa diríamos, los niños ven películas. En voz pasiva entonces lo vemos al contrario. Las películas son vistas por los niños. ¿eh? Posters and to make. Entonces, posters in simple present are because it's plural, and the verb in past are made. Posters are made. When we see an advertisement like this, posters are made, it means se hacen posters. La traducción literal sería, los posters son hechos. ¿Okay? Pero entonces, lo usual es como hacer esa traducción de se hacen posters. Posters are made. Afiches son hechos. Se hacen afiches. Okay? Something like this. Books, plural, and past. We say here past. So we can use are. What do we use here? We can use was or were. But in this case is plural, so we say were. So books were written. And that's all. Books were written. We don't care about who wrote the books. We say that books were written. No nos interesa quién realizó o quién escribió los libros. Simplemente nos interesa que los libros fueran escritos. Okay? And the last one, computer games. In simple present, so are because it's plural and the verb in past, both. Computer games are both. It's something like se compran. Juegos de computador, ¿sí? Los juegos de computador son comprados. But in Spanish, it's something like se compran juegos de computador. Okay, guys, so that's all for today. And we are going to finish saying that there are too many things to study. There are too many things to learn in a language like English. So the invitation for you is to study, to take your time. You can do it by yourself. You can study. You can do too many things using the technological resources in order to study, in order to improve your language, and that's my invitation to improve, to practice, to watch videos, to listen to music, to do many things in order to improve your English, because it's not easy. It's not easy to learn, to improve your English, but you have to spend time. You have to take advantage of the resources, take advantage of the tools we have today, but you can do it. And that's all for today, guys. And that's the final lesson for our English course. So I hope we can see you in a next level. Entonces la invitación para cerrar es que recuerden que hay muchas cosas, o sea, el inglés, así como decimos que es muy fácil aprender el inglés porque es relativamente fácil en comparación con otros idiomas, también yo trato de hacerles entender a ustedes que eso es un proceso muy personal, donde ustedes tienen la mayor parte de la responsabilidad de sacar tiempo, de estudiar, de ver videos, de escuchar música. Hay muchas cosas que aprender de un idioma. Y en cosas tan sencillas como la que vimos hoy de los zapatos, si nosotros decimos zapatos, pero si estamos hablando de cierta clase de zapatos, tiene un nombre, de otra clase de zapatos otro nombre, y así sucesivamente. Entonces la invitación es para que sigan practicando, sigan aprovechando tantos recursos que hay hoy en día y sacando tiempito diariamente para hacer un repaso, para revisar un video, para ver, aprender vocabulario. So, guys, see you, have a happy Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And that's all, guys. See you. Bye bye.
Thank you so
Bye,
much,
teacher.
teacher.